We interrupt this broadcast for a breaking news bulletin. The world is a cauldron of danger, spiced with a heaping helping of deceit and skullduggery. Fortunately for the world at large, heroes have arisen to challenge this growing shadow of evil. For your listening pleasure, we present you RP Gentlemen Superheroes. Download it now at rpgentleman.com. We now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
It's true. I'll lean when I need to see you.
Okay.
When I need to see you make beautiful eye contact with you.
Yeah.
Make sweet, beautiful, brown-eyed eye contact.
He's my brown-eyed tiefling.
Oh, nice, like Van Morrison, but instead of
Big
girl, it's
Brown-eyed
Van-
tiefling.
Yeah, you man, brown-eyed tiefling.
And on that note, hello and
That'll be a
welcome
song.
to the third episode of the Kain Campaign. We are the RP Gentlemen, but our actual names are David. I'm the DM. And let's go
Awesome.
around.
I'm not the DM.
Who do you play?
Did you forget?
It's on this guy.
I was not ready. You didn't give me talking points. I play
my God.
Argminos.
Argminos.
Just a pretty face.
The road.
Pretty face.
Argminos
What
the
a really
Rogue,
pretty face.
Got a great face for podcasting.
the brown-eyed tiefling.
I am Patrick, and I play Dapperton von Scalyskin.
I'm Sean, and I play the human druid Locron.
Steven, window.
Yeah, the dope-ass window.
Window.
The best window in all the land.
Window.
Which,
But
ironically...
the window doesn't think so yet.
Oh.
As evidenced
Does window
by...
think?
And also, Window's not a window in the traditional sense.
That's true.
In fact, he is a pile of garbage.
Shout out to Pella and Anderson Windows, though. Boom.
You're going to get us a sponsor one of these days.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Groundswell, guys. Come on. Hashtag groundswell.
In the glassware industries.
Yeah.
A real grassroots podcast
Hell yeah.
at this moment.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, last episode, if you remember, we began with a little bitty bats that Archminos was taking care of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
dead
I'm
yet?
feeding them again.
Keep track of those bats.
In this episode.
You keep reminding him, which
That's
is
right.
fine.
Yeah, right?
Man.
I mean, because at this point, I feel like the bats are at least 3 days old, and I don't think bats die after 3 days old. Once
Yeah.
they reach that point, they're
That's
pretty
They
good.
become invincible.
The most
Immune
powerful
to
bat.
not
Your
caring
bat
about them.
shield that you're flying
they're
in front
just,
of you.
they're feeding off my arm and they're just hanging on my arm.
Be
right
careful
now.
about that
3
shit.
bats.
That's a dangerous precedent to set.
It is.
Do they get his fire immunity? Are these fire
They're
immune
frost
bats?
bats.
I don't know.
Guys, reaching already.
I was saying.
Level 1. Reaching.
I mean, to be fair, the only one of you that's been lit on fire yet was Dap.
I got lit on fire and poked through by spears.
And uses a toboggan.
Yeah,
really.
That's
so
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
you explored the cave that you had found, the cave that you suspected goblins to be.
And we saw them going
correctly.
into the cave.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
And hobgoblins, too. Those fuckers hurt.
Yeah, they are like a slightly bigger version of goblins.
Just enough.
They can wear armor and shit, really, is their main amazing power. And pulling explosive ripcords
Yeah.
to...
And we saw that Window will indeed abandon us if he needs to.
If the going gets rough.
And no one will know that
I don't know.
we
I don't know y'all like that yet. That's,
Speaking of, I did want to mention something I had forgotten last episode is that in the 5th edition of D&D, there is a system called inspiration points,
Ooh.
which essentially you give I would give to you guys at for good role playing or like staying true to your character, and I want to give one to all of you.
Nice.
Well, I want to give one to Window.
whoa! I don't think I deserve it.
For running away.
Don't encourage
being a
that.
bitch.
For leaving your friends to die.
Yeah.
Being the first one of the party to run away seemed very Window-esque. To Archminos, he was always behind somebody, which was pretty good. Locron, you used your beloved Clover shield to try to trigger some traps, which was, I know, a tough
I did.
thing for you to do.
Self-sacrifice.
And obviously Dap fought to the point of death as a true barbarian should.
Always stay to die.
God, you are encouraging all the.
I'm
wrong
sorry, what
things.
is this thing called?
So it's called inspiration. There should be. Just remember, you have one inspiration
In the
point.
ship,
Okay,
it is our friendship.
I'll put it here.
But
You will go down with the ship.
So
Yeah.
the way inspiration works is you can spend an inspiration point before you roll to have advantage on that roll.
Which means you roll two
You
d20s
roll
and
two
take the better
d20.
of the two.
Oh.
Better result of the two. I'm not entirely sure if you can use them like plot points from
No,
Serenity. I
no.
believe you can just use them for advantage.
Disadvantage.
Uh,
This is the D&D's first toe step into the idea of plot point-esque things.
Yeah. But, so yeah, inspiration is something that I had forgotten, and I wanted to make sure to rectify that, because you all did perform very admirably in an unwinnable situation that I put you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Man, it took-
when you said dragon, I was like, okay, we're not supposed to be here anymore. I would like to leave.
I thought it was going to be a dragon with kid gloves, but I still wanted to dip. So
You would like to leave, but Dap didn't want to
Dap
leave.
can't leave, man.
Yeah.
It's too much. And that all bled out of him, by the way. He's now a cowering wreck of flabby dragon.
Oh man.
Well,
It's
and
probably the first mortal peril he's ever been in.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
That wasn't directly caused by a relative.
jeez, that backstory is
That's
kind
gonna,
of
that's gonna be
scary.
great. Let's just avoid it for as long as possible.
You also had several run-ins with the followers of Gary the Good Goblin, if you'll remember.
He
Fucking
seems like
Gary.
a very good goblin. He trains his people well. Good enough to slay our entire party.
And almost, yes. But so then you rode Dap home. Well, not all the way home. You rode Dap out of the cave.
out of that
Oh, we
particular
could
cave
go
in the
all the way.
cave, cave
Just
system.
Smush,
Just
mush.
tie me to the back of Jake the Drake and just drag
And
me.
your,
away.
didn't- when
your
your servants
entourage is
dip, didn't
pushing
you just
us.
like
Briar
tried.
tried to leave, but then he realized he was 3 and in the tundra, so then he came back.
Yeah.
I think Briar was mainly just sort of happy to see Dap get a little bit of comeuppance, you know?
As well, he should. I'm a terrible person.
was he the one you told you can do nothing? You can only work for me for my direct benefit.
My direct benefit. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's a traditional.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Tradition.
Don't
It's a
question
tradition.
the Dragonborn's traditions.
Yeah.
But so, on that note, you sort of slinked? Slunk?
slunk.
Is slunk actually
With
a
slinking
word?
a slunk
Slank.
down
It's
back.
probably half slunk and he's
Slanked.
slinked.
You quietly, low, with a low profile, made your way back to Undercurrent to rest and seek some medical attention for your fallen Dragonborn friend.
Low profile as a giant riding dragon carries a slightly smaller dragon bleeding green blood into the streets.
I'd say that's
Yep.
an apt description.
Yeah, it was
We went
quiet.
for nightfall.
But,
Just not that embarrassed.
So
Nice.
Dap, that brings us to the current moment. Your eyes are closed, but you hear someone humming the lullaby that you know from your childhood. It's your favorite song that your mother would used to hum to you.
Well,
and
she
sing to you.
bound my wounds.
Yeah, from your father.
Well, not necessarily my father. You know, plenty of uncles to wound me as well.
Jesus.
Very patriarchal, the Dragonborn clans. You wouldn't want to visit.
At
You
least
just
the
say
scaly
violent.
skin.
Yeah.
The scaly skin, yes, that's true. I don't want to
Fun.
speak for all Dragonborns. Scaly
I'm not
skins in
racist
particular.
or anything.
Exactly.
But what is the name of the lullaby that your mother used to sing to you?
bleed less, little one. The wounding has ceased.
Yeah, so that's
Very
classic.
literal of my people.
a lovely little tune. The words, you don't hear the words, like I said, you just hear the humming.
There aren't any words. It's
You're usually
just,
unconscious for it
But
anyway. so.
you
Several
open your
screams
eyes.
in the middle.
But you open your eyes and you see yourself. You're sitting. You're laying. Excuse me, on sort of like a long, low couch. But your wounds have been bound. You're no longer bleeding. And you sort of look around and you see some kegs and things. You're in a small, a nice warm room. It sort of smells like ointments and various like alcohol type
Salves,
things.
if you
yeah,
will.
you know, salves.
Yeah.
I like salves.
Tinctures.
But
like
you see,
salves.
you see over standing by the fireplace that's warming the room. You see what looks to be a female figure sort of tending to the fire.
What ho,
Oh.
good lady?
Oh, she's awake! Everyone, come!
What? No, I'm a gentleman, thank you.
I said, oh, he's awake.
Did you? I'm sorry. My ears were my oral cavities were partly wounded. I think I have a bit of brain in there. I don't know whose it is.
And she turns around. You see she's a woman with sort of short brunette hair and
Female woman?
Yeah.
Female woman. I meant human woman.
Human woman.
Trying to
Is it
figure
a
out the
female?
human races.
These genders. We have 3. I don't know about you guys. There's a third one. They don't come up a lot.
Hey, don't tell people about that.
Shut up, Brian. No one knows yet.
But so she turns around. She's wearing what looks to be a slightly blood-stained apron that clearly she had been tending to your wounds. And she beckons, and you, the 3-window Locron and Arkminos, she beckons to you and brings you over to the couch where Dap, now his eyes flutter open, and you know her to be Emi. She introduced herself
What's her
as
name?
Emi.
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 Is that like Amy with a heavy accent, or is it Emi?
It's
Yeah,
Emi.
it sounds like Amy.
Emi.
I turn to Dap and I go, I'm Window!
Ah, so good to be back amongst the living and the sentient trash piles.
Oh!
And you know, the 3 of you, not Dap currently, but you know that Emi is the daughter of the proprietor of the Bearded Hawk, the tavern where you had originally begun your...
The daughter who made
This
the
is the
Bearded
one-
Hawk sign with her
she's
art
the one
skills.
who-
Oh,
she
yes,
wanted
the
to be an
bearded
artist or something.
feathers.
Well, I did used to dabble in art, you know, but really I've been practicing my ardent healing. And if any of you want to make a history check or whatever,
Boom.
actually, Locron, you know what
Yeah, let's
ardent is.
Well, I mean, I also got a. Let's see.
I got a 7.
I got a 22.
Yeah,
an 8.
okay, so Locron is down with
Yeah.
this. And ardent is one of my sort of favorite classes from 4th edition. It was a psionic healer that would buff and heal via, like, emotions. It was really interesting. Like, they would...
She cares so hard.
Yeah,
that
and
they get
Wow,
better.
why
Yeah.
is Sean not one of
And
these?
and she like bolsters people's spirits, and so I believe, you know, the health of the mind is just as important as that of the body.
No, actually, my mind didn't get stabbed once. My body got stabbed. Look at all the times. Here and over here as
Yes,
well.
I'm quite familiar. I was the one who applied your bandages.
Ah!
And obviously, you need some physical attendance, but that's why I was singing that song that you like so very much. I'm sorry I pried in your mind, but I knew that a familiar
Yeah,
song is
I'm
very...
surprised there was something to pry into.
Well,
Ah! It was a joke, right?
yeah, just a joke.
my
Dap,
oral
yeah.
cavity, you know, it's...
We're friends now, correct? I've never had them before. I assume
Well,
this is how they are earned.
I did apply my clover salve and I wrote my initials on your back and one of your stab wounds, so that's there forever.
Like how high on my back? It's not lower back. This isn't a prison bitch sort of situation, is it? You're not over to me? No. Okay,
of
good.
course
That's
not,
fine.
no.
As long as it's upper back. I have a lot of different tattoos.
Yes,
And,
don't check though.
And Emi comes over and hands you a small cup and asks you to please drink this.
What is it? As he drinks it.
It's a special blend of ale that my mother had created, and it helps both, like I said, the spirit and the body.
Dab immediately passes out. He's a lightweight. All 400 pounds.
I was
of
gonna
him.
say, despite being slightly obese, I suppose he's not obese.
He's a healthy, husky dragonborn at 407.
Yeah, just big boned.
Literally, they're really big bones.
Wasn't he kind of full bellied?
I mean, a little bit, but in a healthy sort of way.
It's
Yeah.
like how a bullfrog has the like big thing that puffs up. He's got a
okay.
big belly that puffs up full of
Well,
acid.
also, I mean, you are
What he
nothing
said.
if not in self-denial constantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's putting
Yeah,
on mass.
you have no issues. You don't need an Arden at all.
Don't worry about
Zero emotional healing.
it. I'll sleep it off.
Emotional healing is really the cornerstone of my practice here, as I've said. But enough about that.
They're like clovers, right?
Clovers.
I have a mortar and pestle. I'm grinding up my salve. I'm just kind of smearing it on my teeth a little bit.
So you make your own salve?
Oh yeah, because I can make psionic tools, so I make
Yeah.
the psionic mortar and pestle thing. I'm just
You do like
smearing.
lines of clover.
Yeah,
next.
no, I'm constantly high as balls.
So you
Shit.
so you believe in homeopathy then?
Sure.
Tell me about
I
your
see
childhood.
What you did there.
I can't remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I could help, but that might take several
just
sessions.
give me what you the clover stuff. You got some really good clovers here, actually. I mean, talk about that.
I mean, I mainly have, as I said, recipes for various ales and things to help the mind.
Right. More salve on
that
teeth.
won't help him.
Well,
It's rubbing in my eyes too.
okay.
Yeah.
Dap wakes back up. Yes. I'm feeling dapper tin as rain now.
Yes!
Window shares my enthusiasm.
And,
Window, did you take any wounds to your trash that need be mended?
No!
Oh, you're a clever one.
Yes!
I like you best.
I'm Window!
I know. All right.
And Emi sort of places a hand on Window's trash bag.
Oh!
And
Quickly
you
takes it back.
you feel bolstered.
Oh,
and,
yes!
and you're actually granted some, insight from your non-existent past a secret of the world that you didn't previously know.
Oh! I'm Window?
And none of you will ever know.
Or anybody, really.
I thought you were gonna say something, but it was just a sigh.
Yeah.
Oh, Window.
Oh, window. You goofy window.
So it seems awful that you all got these terrible injuries. You must
Yeah.
have been up against a terrible foe.
Yes.
Numerous, overwhelming odds.
Itsy bitsy
even.
goblins, yeah.
But they're bigger
And
than
some
that goblins.
slightly bigger goblins.
Yes.
And maybe even a dragon.
At least 25
Yeah,
feet
definitely a
tall.
Dragon.
dragon, yeah.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, we didn't see it, but we know it was definitely there. Yeah.
And let me tell you, we Dragonborn know from dragons, right? All right? Because this dragon, it sounded like it was in heat. That's a dangerous dragon season.
Oh.
I'm telling you, they get irritable. You don't want to be around them.
So, like a fire dragon, you mean, or?
Yes!
Oh.
Window, yes. That's exactly what I meant. I don't know how else you could have interpreted that.
My
It's
bags
literally
are like
the hot season.
flapping in the wind and like blowing super hard from the fire dragon comment.
Did you blow float around irritably
Window.
Yeah.
or agitatedly?
Window.
No!
Don't touch Window without his permission. Everybody knows.
I'm Window!
He's very sensitive about his bags.
From whence does
Yes!
the sound come? He's just bags of trash. Is there a mouth or is it like disembodied?
One of them
into-
forms a
from
diaphragm.
everywhere.
It comes from within the bag, I'd like to believe.
Which one? Aren't you three?
From within any of the bags.
Eggs.
Well, because I mean, he can like move around with wind, so he can just like vibrate the wind
Yeah,
to
True.
make
I'm
sound.
wondering if there's like an epicenter of like there's a source.
The less questions you ask about Window, the better.
Probably just don't need to know.
Window's got a don't ask, don't tell policy.
Yeah.
I'm just eyeing you as I do my mortal
Can
pestle
I
stuff.
can I ask the Emi
Yeah.
if what has gone on in the town since we left to investigate the boy's murder?
Oh, you were investigating the murder of the small Kender boy.
We were. No one knew, but we were. That's what we were doing.
No,
You
everyone
change
knew.
your voice
Everyone knew.
again? Who are you?
I'm a charismatic rogue, and I just changed it because that's what rogues do. I hear.
After the harrowing trials you faced, you forgot to be the inspector.
I'm still struggling to like put my identity together, so I'm just gonna keep switching randomly.
You've got like two
Yeah,
or
none
three
of us have issues at all.
None of us have it. You got some of that clover stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go. Yeah,
He's
here you go.
going to the
Let's all
bathroom.
quick do a line of clovers, guys.
No, my body's a temple. I only put raw
Not-
meat and booze into it.
Not anymore.
Window!
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Window doesn't need any ground up. He just has dirt in him. That he...
In his bags, they just suck in. But anyways, let's let the
Playing
lady
with my
speak.
trash.
Let's let the lady
The
speak.
Emi, yeah.
Thank you. You're very polite. I like you a lot.
He's lying
Oh,
constantly.
Always.
Shucks.
Well, the mayor obviously is very intrigued to know any sort of findings of strange goings on. It sounds this goblin and dragon business certainly seems like something that would be something he should know.
Yes, we'll tell him how thoroughly we dealt with you. You got paid, right?
I did.
Nice. Yes, we dealt with it very thoroughly.
And how we
took-
successfully investigated.
Yes.
Yes.
Taking mortal wounds in the process.
Yes, and killing a fair more than our fair share.
More than our fair
Yes.
share.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Yes.
assumed after I
Yes.
passed out, you killed the rest of them.
everybody.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh,
We
good.
didn't use you as a sled at all.
Well,
Not
my back
at
feels
all.
rather raw, and my face.
Oh,
and
that's just
all
the
of
clover.
me.
It'll wear off.
Weird. All right.
Hey, my lord, I'll help! And he smacks your face and he says, "She told me that would help!"
And I backslap Briar through a window into a snowbank. Ka-ka!
Thank you, Briar.
Ow!
Yes, sorry, I'll pay for the window. Pay the nice lady for the window, my roguish friend, who took all of the money that we were getting.
This should do. I give her a
we-
bag of my finest clover mush.
Thank you. Perhaps you could also fix the window, you know. I
don't-
I'm window.
Here's
but
the
you-
fixing.
You are already fixed, good sir window.
Yes! We don't do minor carpentry tasks. We're more into the business of
Yeah.
bold adventure and
And that's some good shit right there.
Okay.
But
thank
Amy,
you.
we'll tell you what. The mayor still owes us some. You know, we kind of did the pay half up front, half later. Well, for me, it was pay everything up front. For you guys, it was nothing. But let's go get that nothing, because it should be something now.
yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna go see the mayor. We'll get you back.
Thanks for telling me. I'm glad you're keeping me in the loop of the plans.
We will always from now on.
Never leave you behind.
If you need any more counseling, just come back and you can
No,
speak to
we
me.
won't. But we may need some healing. Would you be
Yeah.
down for that?
Some emotional healing of your past. It
Really,
sounds
whatever closes the gaping holes in my sides.
fair enough. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Good seeing you. I like you. You're good people. All right. Moving on.
You're
Yeah.
really channeling your like high schooler persona. That nice.
Nice.
See you
All
later.
right, thank you.
Thanks, babe.
I'm 16. I mean, I just got out of Dragon High School.
Dragon High School lets out at
And he's
16.
about to find out.
I think you more went to
The real Dragon World is nothing like Dragon High School.
You went to the school of hard knocks via
Will he flame
all
out?
the men who beat you.
Oh yeah, I got beaten until I was 16, and then they're like, "All right, now you're good."
You learned that when I hit you, it hurts.
Yeah.
Will he
Good
flap his
job.
wings and fly?
You have
No, not
things?
until I'm like.
Wait,
heroic
what's the
tier.
average Dragonborn lifespan?
It's like a little shorter than
people,
humans,
they-
right?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Tend
That
to,
sucks.
the bigger races tend to live less time.
Wow.
Well, they're like
But
full
dragon
grown at
dogs.
age. They're full grown at age like 3 or something like
Whoa.
that.
No, they're like walking. They're like
No,
more
they're-
operating.
They're like full grown at age 3.
Are they?
Yeah, I reread it.
Wow.
When you.
I've been up and around for a while, boys.
You're a wise old
Fair.
16-year-old.
It is indeed.
All right.
To the
So,
mayor.
Mayor,
Yeah.
so you make your way. So Emi has her sort of makeshift therapist's quarters up in the top of the tavern, and you go downstairs and you see her father, and he sort of says, "Hey, well, it looks like you all enjoyed some rest and relaxation.
Not really.
No!
No. No.
I'll be needing 20 gold for the rooms and the rest."
No!
Window speaks for all of us when he refuses rudely.
Also, I heard it sounded like glass breaking.
I
and-
don't know what you're talking about.
All right,
That has been taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you talk to my variable friend over here? He'll explain everything in a very roundabout manner.
Roundabout way. Yes, I will. So, about the gold we owe you, we are about to go talk to the mayor and
Whoa.
get paid a lot
Serious
of gold.
business, I see.
That's the only kind of business we do. And we will give you a cut of our winnings when the mayor pays us.
So I'm like investing in your company.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll to lie.
You say it, tap whispers,
Do I need to
Lie
roll?
better.
lie as good as you can.
Dude, I'll roll
roll,
persuasion.
Some persuasion biz.
Take a -2 for
Or
Japanese
deception.
subtlety.
Yeah, or deception.
I have a
Do
plus
persuasion.
5 on
Deception.
persuasion and both deception and
just,
persuasion.
yeah, just try to deceptively persuade him.
16 plus 5, 21.
Shit.
Yeah,
he buys
You,
it.
pers-
Dumb
you
guy.
very persuasively deceive him, and well, yes, do you have any sort of certificate of stock ownership that I can?
Dig in the form of a clover.
Yes, I've woven
I-
several clovers together. This should do. I whip it out.
I love clover.
I know, right?
I'm
the
putting
best.
this up on the wall, and he
Yeah.
starts nailing it to them.
And while he's not looking, I infuse a little my poison spray into some of his beer, so he'll get shut down with the health inspector. And then we won't throw him anything ever.
Or you'll kill him.
That's an awful thing to do to a person.
Whatever, we're more important.
And we'll see what happens to the lovable innkeeper later as you make your way
Nice.
to the mayor.
It actually was I actually wear clover underwear all woven. That was one of my used ones that I gave him to hang out to. So.
Oh, Jesus. You are a mess.
Yeah. No one knows though.
It could have been that poison that he did to make the crowd trip balls.
He
So maybe
specifically-
he'll get even more rich with his now green dragon-esque brew.
But people have been healthier
Or,
since
like,
I've been
turn it
gone.
into a
so
cocktail.
maybe they'll put two and two together and come back. People are getting sick again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like a plague that just sweeps through town.
Natural though, all natural.
So you're making your way to City Hall, and you see what looks to be a downtrodden town person. What do you call it? A villager? A villager?
Peasants.
Yes.
Way to be
Downtrodden
disconnected from the common man, David.
Oh, what do you call one of those people who isn't the ruler of the
A
town?
plebeian.
Yeah, so you see,
Indeed.
he's wearing sort of what looks to be a farmer's hat, and he's got a little lute out, and
What's a
he's
farmer's
strumming
hat
it.
look
He's kind of humming to
I
himself.
really want his loot. Can I try to steal it?
You
Fat
can,
loot.
We haven't even gotten to the man yet, guys.
and he sort of sees you all, and he goes, "Oh, well, you all look like quite the heroic folk.
We are.
Thank you.
No!
That's the mark of a true hero, humility.
Our window!
You're this window they've been talking about.
Oh! Yes!
Say, maybe you could help me. You sound like a man of the people, a trash bag pile of the people.
Whoa!
It's hard to put on him, all right?
I'm working on a song here, and
Whoa!
it's about our savior who fought the wind spirit. But
I'm window!
oh, yes, you are. That's a great way to end the song. Maybe I was looking for a rhyme.
Oh!
Oh, how the wind doth blow, proudly shouting, "I'm window." That makes a lot of sense.
It's a really short song.
Nailed it.
Well, that's the end of the song. What do you want from me? I'm practicing.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you'd like to know the names of his companions, we're too busy to tell you. Okay.
Okay, I'll sing the song of window throughout the land, I guess.
Yes!
Okay. Back to practicing.
I'm window!
And
We're
where
trying
we
to make
go.
it a superstar.
We'll let him keep the loot because he's gonna sing about window.
By we, you mean you'll let him keep the loot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's very kind of
And
you.
he's already stolen from me, and he's known me longer than that
Did
Luke
I?
guy. Yeah, you took one
Not
of
that you're
my.
holding a grudge or anything.
Not that I know about it. I
Yeah.
don't.
Anyway, you make your way to
Oh yeah, I have a clover.
City Hall. And I just really wanted to include something about Window becoming a folk hero, It's gotta be
Against his will.
Start weaving it in.
It's got to be a gradual process.
Yeah.
He's gaining recognition.
Yeah, I get like the stardom and like I can't handle that shit. I get like
You start doing a
really
lot of
into
drugs.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
But I
it's
give
just
you-
drugs floating around in your
Yeah.
bags. You don't
They're
use
just
them.
syringes poking holes. in the flesh.
Oh God, that's how you. That's your new weapon. Is just the
Dirty
pointy
syringe.
syringes.
Dirty
Dirty
syringes.
syringes. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And I'd be supplying the drugs too, so.
You just
Alright.
overdose people against their will. Brr.
Window!
So you, like I said, you get to the city hall, and the mayor greets you. Ah, Lokran and friends, you're all back. Inspector, I see you. You're
Yeah.
clearly the same.
Oh yeah, I am the inspector. Hello.
I'm glad I trusted you. You had a trustworthy face.
Yeah, I get
Despite
that
being
sometimes.
a tiefling, I'm not racist. My great grandmother was a tiefling.
No way, you don't say.
I'm 1/64th, maybe. I'm not good at fractions.
Was it on your mother's side?
Yes, that's why it transfers
That's
through.
why it counts.
Yes,
Yes, I
it's-
know about things.
Yes.
Oh!
Ah,
Yeah,
you're
wait,
back
since-
here too.
Yes!
Mayor, since you are clearly a tiefling like myself, and you remember
part-
that we were inspecting for the mystery, you should know that we killed many things, including Dap, and we.
Other
This-
things
he's-
killed me.
He is better
Actually.
now.
Yeah.
He is better.
Yeah,
This
he's
one.
better.
I got better.
He got
I can
better.
see your bandages. It looks like you took quite a beating.
Yes.
You see my handiwork too, and I pull up the back of his shirt and just kind of point.
What did you carve in his
My,
back
my
again?
initials.
Wait, are they carved into my scales or are they written?
You know, I like kind of expand on a couple of the cuts just so I can make letters. So there, I mean, I kind of connected some points. So
Yeah.
That's tender.
Yeah,
Stop
that's
doing
very,
that.
that's very weird. But we
Yeah, that is
want
weird.
to tell you what we discovered and collect our fee for our discoveries.
Oh yes, the 1/5 of the money I
Yeah.
didn't already pay you.
Yeah, that fit.
Also,
You
all
are
of the
a
money
savvy
I didn't
negotiator.
get paid.
Yeah, also that.
Yes, that's right. Did you eat many salmon when you were there? As
No.
per our agreement.
They were appeared powderized and poured into barrels.
It's exploded.
Sometimes it was attached to a boom cord. Gary the Goblin was involved. It was a whole.
Goblins shouldn't be that far south in
and
the region.
hobgoblins. And we heard some
Yeah,
sort of
and a dragon. There was a dragon.
A dragon.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Did you hear any sort of name associated?
Yeah,
with
something
the
with a
dragon?
Z.
Gary.
There was some Z. No, it was like Zat.
Where
Zat.
may I roll a history check and see the sheet of paper that was?
Yeah, you can just see the sheet of paper.
Alright. Did I take a clover rubbing? I took a clover rubbing.
yeah, you
I did
took
take a
salt.
clover rubbing.
Salz.
Zalt.
Zalt?
Zalt.
Yeah,
Zalt, are you sure?
Zalt and
You
pepper.
heard-
It's either that or mighty.
Zalt.
Mighty Zalt.
Dude,
Zalt the Mighty. Any bells?
Salt and pepper.
Zalt was a tyrannical dragon. He ruled. He lived far to the south, to the north. Excuse me, to the north.
You're so close to all the different sides. I
It's true.
understand.
He
Yeah,
lived-
but we are on the North Pole right now, basically.
We're not.
We're not. I mean,
On it.
yeah,
Basically.
there's stuff to the north.
Okay,
though.
okay, your town. Your town. Let me tell you where we are.
You want to talk about directions, boy? No. But Zalt, he held the town hostage, threatening to dam the river to block it off, and our lively. That's what I said.
Yes.
I was but a young boy. This was 50 years ago. But
Oh!
they said that Zalt was killed. There are songs about his killing. His being,
Oh
It's
yes.
clearly a disturbing window, so please, all
And
right.
If I remember, it was the circle of 3 druids that killed him.
I do not remember the
No, it was,
the
though.
archives.
Totally
No,
was.
it
It totally was. Yeah.
The archives would have more information on.
Oh.
It was, but like I said, I was but a small lad. I only know the name.
These archives wouldn't contain books, would they? I don't hold with the things. I don't
Yeah,
approve of them.
He's allergic, yeah.
We
It's an allergy.
we transferred to a pyrokinetical system. Books proved
Practical?
Pyrokinetic.
impractical. Yes.
So they're like burning force punches that teach you knowledge?
Into your
Yeah.
brain.
Sounds like something I'd be into. Let's go try that.
He
Information
leads
beaten
you.
into us, literally.
He leads you downstairs to the basement, and it's very hot down there. There are hundreds of, even thousands of small flames sort of in
man,
many different
space
fireplaces. And there's a bespectacled, probably like 30, 40-year-old human with just scraggly facial hair and just like not very well kempt at all, sitting behind a desk. Hello?
Hello, sir. We seek knowledge of Zalt.
Or mighty.
Ah.
Yeah.
Didn't you said your people beat this dragon? How do you not know its name?
I don't remember a lot of things.
Well, dragon names are something you should remember.
I made a rubbing.
Yeah, but maybe you should know because you're related to him.
That's racist, all right? We're two very different kinds of people.
Of dragons.
Of things.
Yes, I'm green. This one's red. All right, we're color coded. How is this hard?
That sounds racist to me, but okay.
Yeah.
And the mayor sort of interjects and he says, Zalt is the name. Yes, that's good. Perry, would you please look up all of
Perry.
the information we have on Zalt?
Oh, that sucks.
His name is funny.
His name is Barry.
And the human Barry sort of stands up and he goes, "Yes, Zalt. I have heard of Zalt before."
Could you speed this up a little?
Yeah,
bit?
we're in a rush. Not like we're heroes.
This is not a slow dragon. This is the kind that kills you where you stand.
How would you know? I'm the keeper of the files.
I went to druid school, bitch.
I'm Window!
Yeah,
And he's Window.
What he said.
Can you be the giver of the files for now?
Yes, let
Okay.
me see. And he walks over to one of the small little fireplaces where there's several flames burning, and he says, several years ago, we began using pyrokinesis to store data, and that is how we read the history of the town.
Oh my god. This is worse than books. You are worse than books.
You are stupid.
All right, Dap,
Can
Dap,
I
don't
like
listen to him.
blow some somewhat toxic clovers, like basically like
stimulant?
meth clovers, just to like speed them up a little bit. Just
Okay.
yeah.
Make me
I just go.
make
just
me a
blow it.
nature roll.
Done.
I hope you do a 1 and then inhale it.
I'd be so quick. all the
Breaking
time.
Bad over here.
Yeah, a little
Mixing
bit.
up.
If you're constantly on drugs, your like stats should be affected.
I got 22.
22. All right. So he. Yes. So the same way you must think a certain thought when generating the fire with your mind. The fire can contain certain thoughts and be read back into the mind of a psionic. Yes, Zolt, here we are. I have found some information about this dragon for you.
So what does it
Yeah,
look
but
like?
it looks like fire.
He's just holding the fire.
Now,
and
is the
he's-
only human? Am I the only one who can interface with this type of information, or is it going to go in anyone's?
I'd say anyone with pyrokinetic ability, which I mean,
Yeah?
you sort of. I'll let you make
Fireproof.
roll me an intelligence
That would
check.
yeah, wouldn't
Don't
that mean
I
that
have
you
it?
were like
Yeah, you also roll me an
I have
intelligence check.
Infernal
Sweet.
Legacy, which means something.
Yes.
I'm pretty smart.
So window.
I have
Wait, what kind of roll? Am I making
Yeah,
one?
intelligence. Just roll
Okay.
intelligence.
That
Yeah,
doesn't bode
Locron
well.
can also, since you got a little bit of psionic in you.
15.
20.
20.
Dude, can you
Just
just
your
roll for me from now on?
Oh.
I feel like your
Or wait,
rolls
wait,
are...
minus
Don't
one.
say it.
Oh, damn,
Don't say it.
13.
We don't talk about it. High
All right, so Locron and Archmanos can sort of get a sense. Window, you see this flame and you think in your mind, that's a dragon probably. Except you say it in Window terms.
Oh no! Yes!
You get a bad. You get a bad taste in your
fucking
bags.
Morris code over here.
It's
It's actually not a bad idea.
Oh, no, not yet.
Short, long.
It's banana. See what
I'm slowly developing the window language, but still staying within the parameters.
He's at the bottom of the well?
Yeah.
But Locron and Archmanos, you can tell what he's about to tell you, and so I'm just gonna. So he says, "Yes, well, so many years ago there was Zolt, and he would hold merchants ransom and who were traveling along the river.
Yeah, I
'cause-
like his style.
Yes, he was the terror of the town because he always threatened to knock over his mountain and iceberg and block the river so that we could not have trade nor spark salmon and our livelihood would be destroyed.
Oh!
But it looks here we hired a wizard to fight and kill him. The wizard was paid handsomely. It looks her name was Callahan. Wizard.
So
I have a forwarding address.
Yeah, that's it. Let's check out the archives for Callahan.
She lives between here and Surda.
wait, has he been explaining this, or is this what you guys know in the flame?
He's been explaining
He's explaining
this
it aloud
and,
to
as we
all of
already
us,
know.
right?
yeah, and then they had like a rough idea. Locron
Yeah,
had
we're
a
like-
pretty clear
I also know
idea.
where those places are.
And Dap sneezes on the flame,
It-
putting it out.
It does not go out.
Oh.
It's your poison sort of makes it crackle as you.
I'm sorry.
Please cover your mouth. We've been had the flu going around recently.
Yes, you also may vomit out your insides. That's my breath. Sorry, but we'll be going then to the wizard.
So Surda, you all know, except maybe not Dap, but Surda is sort of the closest large city. There are 4 large cities around.
Is it larger than the place that we're at?
Yeah. So
What's it called?
undercurrent.
Undercurrent, that's right.
Is sort of like a village, like it's a small trade town.
Like a suburb of.
Yeah. But then Surda is sort of like a very large city that's the closest to you, as of any of the other 4 or the other 3 big cities.
All right.
You
Are they even spaced on the circular continent of the Kain Empire, or
even-ish, evenly.
okay.
I have sort of a rough drawing of it, but it's very rough, and I will show it to you later.
And
when
we
it's-
are going, and we're going.
Yeah.
All
We get
right.
some supplies.
So on the way back to the inn, I pick Briar up out of the snowbank that he's still been struggling in. I'm like, Briar, go and fix up Jake, get his saddle ready, and I throw him through the window of the stable.
One thing I did before you leave, the mayor says to you, please treat this with the utmost care. We don't want to start an alarm amongst the town. We don't want them getting wind that there might be a dragon afoot.
I'm Window.
Yes,
Yeah, that would be bad. Can we get that other 20% of the gold?
Well, I mean, after you take care of, find out that
This
there's...
seems like another quest. Another bit of gold. This seems very separate. Yeah, there's a
I tell you what,
separation.
I'll pay you double when you get back.
Oh, gambling man, I like that. Okay.
Gambling if we come back or not.
Double of what? What would be total?
You would tell me
Yeah,
what is it?
I like this.
How much,
This is my kind of
how
guy.
much gold is in your pockets? Did
Yeah, like 500 gold.
I make a bluff check or a deception?
Oh,
bleeding
man.
this town dry?
Oh,
22.
Jesus. Yeah, that sounds all right. 1,000 gold pieces for you upon your return.
You're only good at lying. Your one skill.
I roll critical fails for everything else.
Yep. How are your
Okay,
bats
sounds
doing?
good. We'll go do it. Bye.
And watch for the bird vests. That's how you'll know you're getting close to Callahan's
Do we
compound.
have like a
Bird
letter of introduction,
vests?
or are we just gonna knock on his
say
or her
bird-
door?
I don't know. Are you?
It's yes.
Could we trouble you for a letter of introduction to this big deal wizard guy?
I can.
We need no.
No.
letter.
I'm Window.
Yes, he's Window. I'm
Window knows him.
Dapperton.
Window knows him.
Window
He's
is
anybody we need him to be, apparently.
Anybody.
Mr. Mayor. Sorry. Anyway.
what?
I agree to. Fuck you, and we leave.
I
apparently.
kick open the door to the mayor's place to the town and go, we're hunting a dragon! And cutscene Serta. We're there now.
Well, between Surda, so you don't make it all the way to Surda, but
Fair.
on your journey.
I like your style. I like your style.
Just to clarify, what door did you kick open?
The
Front door of the mayor's place?
main door
Oh, the
from
city
the
hall.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Out into the world. I
Yeah.
thought you left and then re-kicked open his door just to re-announce to everybody, we're leaving for real.
For real this time, guys.
I don't think
Follow
your
me
door
when I
was
make a
supposed
dramatic
to swing
entrance.
in like this, but sorry.
Also, you definitely don't need a letter of introduction because Window is nothing but introductions. I'm Window.
Yeah.
So yeah,
curious.
you begin on your way. You're traveling through the icy tundra. Occasionally, you travel through a grouping of the frost or the bleach bark trees. I'd like everyone to make perception checks.
10.
What, Jinx?
10, also 10.
Me and you are just looking at each other.
24.
God, see,
24. Okay, so
rolls, man.
the three of you, Dap, Archmanos, and Window, you hear sort of a whispering in your ear again, similar to the one you had heard earlier in the cave, and you it says, "Hello, Father," and
I
then
hope not.
you say out loud again.
Always.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh!
And Briar says, "What is my paw here? Where's my dad?"
He's dead. You know that.
Oh yes, that's right. You killed him. I forgot.
No, okay. It was an accident. We were in school together. Things got rough.
And he sheds a tear, but you know.
I don't notice.
You don't know,
I don't know, okay?
What's wrong with your eye?
And what's the name of your herald? Harold, I guess.
No, his name is Barnabas, but I
Barnabas.
call him Harold.
He sort of pats Briar on the shoulder and says,
Don't you do that, Barnabas.
No, but he says, get back to work.
Well done. All right.
I imagine Barnabas is like institutionalized at this point, right? Like,
Oh yeah, we served my father and his father before him, and so his uncle before him, because he didn't have a father. It was a whole situation. That third gender I was talking about.
You're really
you have a flow chart,
establishing your backstory.
I'm gonna do some George R. R. Martin fucking heraldry stuff.
for that shit.
And so, but with your perception, Locron, you notice that the field of bleach bark trees that you're currently traveling through, some of them appear to have been cut down, and you know that the way, since bleach bark trees bloom like once every 7 years, they're sort of divided into sectors where one sector is cleared 1 year and then another is
So they rotate it.
allowed to regrow.
Like fallow.
Yeah, and this one seems to have been just like partially chopped down strangely. You find one particular large hunk that has sort of three spirals in three large loops around.
I like how we're all like fucking trees, and you're like, CSI bark. Do. Bring a black light.
And it sort of looks like a clover. It's got the rough shape of a clover.
The plot thickens.
I take out my sonic knife and I try to like carve into it a little bit just to try to grind it. Can I sniff it for a perception or for further investigation?
Yeah.
Just know how clovery it really is.
Yeah.
'cause my
Well,
brain
and
knows.
Is it
you
100% pure?
roll a nature check.
It's that blue clover.
Let's see.
Green clover.
Nature. You think it'd be great. A gentleman's 15.
Gentleman's 15. Well, so as you're carving into the bleach bark, you know instinctively, since you're a druid, about bleach bark. It's sort of harder than normal wood should be because similar to the people and the fauna of the land, many of the plants are also imbued with sort of psychic energy, psionic energy, and it's the energy of the plant that allows it to grow so fast and with minimal light also makes it very
Is there like
strong.
a way to tap into that network? A la Avatar?
Trees?
I maybe you'd have to roll pretty well. You're only a first level druid,
It's
so you
true.
don't really know. But
Just roll. When in doubt.
you do know that it is
Couldn't hurt.
It
Yeah,
is
exactly.
a very it appears to be a very strong piece of wood in a well shaped, pleasing shape.
It looks like a shield.
Yeah,
It's giving
yeah,
you a shield.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take the shield.
It's a tree. I don't know. I'm trying to.
No, it's been
pick a
hewn.
method. Oh, it's been hewn? Yeah, I pick it up.
Yeah, like I thought it was attached, but
I
it's
thought, it
not.
was like I thought it was like a stump. I'm like, I was trying to think of a lie to get you to do the work for me to get it out.
Oh, you want me to hit something with an axe? You don't have to ask me,
Yeah.
but I'll do that of my own accord.
This stump says it's disappointed in you.
Ah! Perfect shield shape.
Exactly. And so yeah, you.
That's one of my rages for today.
No, you were just kind of pissed at
Just
that.
moderately pissed.
But so yeah, you hear the whisper, you find the clover shield, the bleach bark shield. But so that adds 2 to your AC, just so you know.
Sweet.
Um,
I'm gonna gnaw on it just constantly, because, yeah.
Because you're an addict.
A little bit.
but so you continue on your way through the ice flows and everything, and as you sort of begin to approach, I guess what you would call the coast, like the ice flows begin to be smaller and less interconnected. So there's actually open seawater every now and then that you see. In the distance, you also see what appear to be a flock of birds sort of flying around in the general direction of where you're going. If anyone wants to make a perception check about these birds, you totally can.
20. Critical 20.
And
6.
I mean, like, whatever. Really,
Don't matter.
20, but I got 23.
Yeah, you just know that as long as Dap got a 20, it's
It
fine.
doesn't matter.
I'm using him as a telescope. He pulls up into like you got lenses in there, bottle caps.
Yeah.
Bottom of bottles, I mean.
So yeah, Dap, seeing something that looks like you could eat it, you immediately assess the situation, and you see that it's a flock of birds of like all different kinds, not any one type of bird. And they also appear to have like small, what look to be like red and blue things on them, like on their torsos. Maybe it doesn't quite.
Bird vests.
Maybe it's
Perhaps.
some bird vests that you see.
Do any of them look succulent?
Several.
Ooh.
100.
Several.
Several hundred succulents.
Well, boys, I'm making dinner for me tonight. Big ass crossbow. All right.
Felicita?
I got my ballista. All right. So, what birds are you friend or foe or foul? Thank you. I fired the birds.
Yeah, so the birds couldn't hear you, but your ballista goes way farther than your words ever could.
As is often the case. All right. So,
You actually rolling?
making a dex check. A critical
Natural
20.
20. Oh,
wow.
2 in a
God.
row. I kill every bird. My ballista goes into the flock. There's a moment of silence, and then just
A feathery explosion as all the birds plummet to the ground, and presumably
supposed to follow
somebody is
those?
upset about these birds.
I just ride through the flock with a bag open at my side, not trying to pick up other ones, just all the ones that fall into my bag.
So as you are in this rain of birds, you do notice they were wearing what appear to be little vests made of yarn.
Someone's bird. You do.
These could be naturally occurring vests.
And it's their psionic ability. They grow vests out of their.
Did you see the penguins? They've got tuxedos.
God, no, I actually like that one. Plus, inspiration for
Yes.
you.
Damn it.
But no, so then you continue on your way, and you come to, like I said, it's sort of a place that is notable.
There's a smaller side saddle that behind me on Jake that I don't let Briar ride in unless he's working the little grill that I also have set up. And so now he's like a little cook behind me who's just taking the birds and plucking them and sizzling them up on the grill and constantly handling me bird flesh.
Because Avery says kiss the dap.
And
It's all
Archminos
about
picks
you.
up one and starts feeding the 3 little frost.
Oh, the little bats. There you
A little
go.
fresh meat.
And how does Window feel about these bats or these birds?
I feed on trash, so I don't.
They're dead now.
You take the vest.
They're
all
kinda
the
dead.
way.
I'll eat the vests. Yeah.
Just a bag
There's
full of
vests
vests
just
at this
swirling.
point.
What is
Yeah.
it like? You eating would be you kind of like open up a bag and it rolls over shit.
Yeah, the
just
bag
kinda
opens
gets
and it
some-
kind of just gloms
He
on.
undoes
and,
the
like,
twist tie,
Yeah.
and then it,
Yeah.
It'd be cool if
And then it shivers a
eventually-
little bit when I'm
Eventually,
swallowing.
Window had like the Kinder-like quality where you can just have
mean,
some sort of
yeah,
inanimate
he's-
object because it's in a trash bag or something.
I would like. What's that game where you just roll over stuff and collect it on?
Katamari.
you? Yeah, that's what you are
Yeah.
eventually.
Yep.
This giant trash mound just
a
rolling over
a
things.
city-destroying pile of trash.
Yep.
That's your.
That's your epic destiny.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
epic.
Or you become like a continent of
Not
yourself.
gonna be bound about bags forever.
He's like in the Pacific Ocean, that giant island of
Yeah,
trash.
trash
That's
the
where we
size of
live at the
Texas.
end. Is this odd window,
Yep.
a sentient island.
Occasionally, I just scream, "No!"
Soon it'll be too late.
Eventually, it's gonna be
Causing
super deep.
tsunamis with your
Yep.
nose.
Yep.
Oh
Nice.
God. So yeah, you approach what appears to be some open seawater, and across there are some smaller ice flows in the sea that you could potentially climb on. On some of the ice flows, there appear to be snowmen. Somebody has constructed some snowmen on these flows, and across on the far bank, which is probably a couple 100 feet across, there is trees, but not like bleach bark trees, green, lush forest trees, which is very strange to you considering you're in an icy climate. So let me put this map down here for you.
Oh shit, Google Map.
David, as you can clearly see, I've rolled a critical 20 on my perception check to find out more about RP Gentlemen.
Well met, Patrick. All of our previous episodes are online at rpgentleman.com.
Ah, but is it not also true that they can be found on the iTunes or Stitcher, a third-party app for delicious audio love?
Right yet again, but were you further aware that for those listeners gifted in social media craft, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/rpgentleman, as well as on Twitter with the handle @rpgentleman.
Gasp yet again, but I might know more than you think, for I am aware that we are on Google Plus for the 3 people who still use Google Plus. We will not abandon you, you happy trio.
Well, all of our listeners should be on the lookout for our upcoming We Fight Your Monster campaign. We will be taking audience submissions for the most fiendish of monsters to pit against our 3 dungeon masters.
In hell.
Oh my. Goodbye. So let me put this map down here for you.
Oh shit, Google Maps!
So as I described it, this might be a little bit difficult, but let's just use it for those folks. So as I described it, there is, you are on this side of this large ice floe, and there is seawater between you and the other bank. There is also several smaller ice floes that appear to be floating on top of the water, which have what look to be, like I said, snowmen
But they're not.
built on top of them.
Dude, completely innocent snowmen
Can I do an
made
insight
by
check on those
children.
And
Devil
so,
children.
and again, on the opposite bank, there are large, green, dense forest, jungle trees. Like, it looks like you're in a different continent or something. Like, you're not on this icy tundra.
Must be like, is there like steam? Because it must be warm. It's
It doesn't. There doesn't appear to be steam. It's probably something magical is happening.
Evil magical trees.
Would anyone,
Okay.
Are they enchanted?
or is witch enchanted?
I'm just asking questions now.
The trees?
Yeah, forget it.
I mean, probably, maybe.
Awesome.
I would like to.
Perception roll.
That's probably smart. Yeah.
This is worse than books. You're worse
I
than
can't
books.
roll perception ever. I've never
I'll
made
do a
one.
good one. Nope, not happening.
Nice.
Well, 11.
17.
Boom.
Ah.
He's got it.
After killing all those birds, your eyes are like, ugh.
Yes.
Bird's
You've
eyes.
absorbed the eagle eyes of the
Ooh.
dead eagle that
I
you
ate them specifically. I pop them out.
You'll be
Into a
good for seeing
tumbler.
things.
Drink that.
You stick them in a martini as like olives.
Eagle teeny.
So you notice that these snowmen, one of them appears to inch a little bit, but it could have just been blowing in the wind. Who knows?
These are no snowmen. These are real men disguised in snow.
All right, you take a ballista to one of them.
I will shoot one of them. I know Dapperton is an egalitarian, so he will yell out a challenge first.
Okay.
What ho, snowmen? What do you guard here with your garden? Are you guarding the garden?
And they're just impassive
Got it,
faces, show no emotion or even recognition of your speech whatsoever.
I'm Window! No? Oh!
Window, how so rude to Window.
I mean,
Uh,
what if it's like little kids, playing around in there inside the snowman?
On the floating ice floes?
Yeah. What if we have to rescue them?
Young
Well,
kid's dangerous. You're small. They know the risks.
you might be shot by a
we
police
should probably
boat.
shoot. We should probably shoot them just in case.
Can I shoot the one of the smaller icebergs that they're standing on,
oh, to
and they attempt to shatter it?
not actually the snowman itself.
Yeah. Well, potentially, I have to roll well,
Yeah.
or it could be anybody.
Let's give it a shot. See how it goes.
Alrighty. Once again, I'm doing fairly well. So that would be a 19.
Yeah. So which ice floe are you shooting at?
Yes, that little one.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit it, and the ice floe begins to sink slowly, and the snowman goes underneath the waves with it. You do notice with your very good perception that you had, it doesn't appear to be like eaten away and melted by the water. It could just be that the water's very cold, or it could also be something crazy.
Well played, snowman. All the way to your watery grave. I think it's perfectly safe to cross. These snowmen mean us no harm.
So, should I remove the...
He said
Oh yes,
recklessly.
please remove that snowman, and then we'll X out this. That ice flow no longer exists.
Oh, yeah,
No more
it's
flow.
gone.
No more flow.
It's gone.
No more snow flow.
All right. So
Alright.
are you attempting to cross the waters?
Can we try one more thing?
Yeah, please. You can try as many
with my
things as
crossbow, I would like to shoot at the next nearest snowman.
Okay, so you are gonna shoot at the snowman.
You don't
Yes,
push me out of the way for
because
that.
it looks. First of all, I push Locron, who I've been hiding behind, out of my way.
First sign of trouble, get behind the
And-
man with the shield.
The snowman looks far enough away that it could not strike at me if I miss,
But
so I
maybe
decided to
Locron.
shoot it. But maybe Locron. 11 plus. How do I do combat again? I'm new to
your
this,
modifier.
people. Plus 4, so
Gentleman's
15.
Gentleman's 15.
Gentleman's 15.
15 at the snowman.
At the snowman.
Yes, you do hit the snowman.
A child's cry rings out in the night.
Damn it!
But it appears it was just an illusory cry. So yeah, roll your damage.
D6. 6.
Is there...
Piercing.
Yeah, it's 6.
What do I do?
You should have a
Don't you have
modifier there.
modifier?
It's +2
For
to each of these.
why?
Because your proficiency bonus. correct?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he has dex. Oh yeah, because he's yeah.
Wait, Dex? I don't. Where's.
You
how
had
do I
your
know
dex
that?
modifier.
You got your
to it.
dex mod, which is
Do
2,
you
and
always-
then that's your proficiency bonus is...
Yeah,
So,
regardless.
So you're saying I'm proficient with the short bow?
Yes.
How
And
much-
So
how
those
I didn't
two
know
get...
that, but okay.
How much damage do you do to it?
So 8.
8 damage. All right. You see the snowman. That's the spirally one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you see the snowman. The shoulder of the snowman sort of becomes obliterated by your crossbow.
There's no, guy's arm under there.
No, it appears to be pure snow/ice, maybe like hard snow, really been on the streets, been on the flows for a long time.
Been on the blows.
Got some gravel in it from the streets.
Window, he's like you.
No!
It's an amalgamation.
Yeah,
can
so
I-
everyone...
I'm
Does
also
it,
gonna...
does
I'm
it,
gonna
does
just
it
put some
flinch
poison
or
spray at
do
it.
anything? It just gets hit and stands there.
So it's sort of duh, but it seems like it's keeping itself upright. Like if
Is
it was
this-
maybe a regular snowman, it would have crumpled.
Is this 10 feet?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet.
Okay, I'm just gonna just fling some poison spray at it.
So the gap you're gonna try to
range is 10 feet.
yeah across the waters you spray poison.
Yeah,
at
it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
if it
Take
is
1d12 poison
indeed
damage.
an
That's-
animated
yep.
snowman, it would
Yeah.
have to.
Yep.
So
Assuming you can poison snow.
Yep.
I was
that
gonna say,
means-
Oh, yeah.
it's just
doing so yeah, you blow poison at it, but it does not appear to be affected by poison.
It could just be like a construct.
It could just be a real snowman, or it could be the construct
What if
who's
we're just
immune.
shooting
What
at
is
your average
this
snowman?
tomfoolery?
I love how vexed you are by these snowmen.
We don't trust. Well, we cannot. We
They do not
we
fight.
cannot be trusted. Trust nothing.
That's true. All right, well, Window, how would you feel about carrying me across? I could jump on an ice floe, you could be my trash sail.
What? No!
Window. Window.
No!
Can I charisma against
Yeah, try making a charisma roll. And Window, if you want to oppose, you
Okay.
can.
You can't make him do something he doesn't want to do.
No, I'm saying, well,
But it's not like vehement.
Yeah, I could be
okay.
convinced.
Yeah, all right.
I'm actually agreeing.
I mean, we gotta blow across this flow eventually.
Yeah.
So.
We got blow across
yeah.
this.
So I would add like your charisma or whatever to it.
To my roll?
Yeah, whatever you roll.
16 total.
Where's my cha? Yeah. So I got 15, so I could be convinced. I'm Window!
Yes, you are. That's why I want you with me.
I touch multiple parts of Dapperton's back,
Which part?
Ow.
and
Ow.
and I whisper with guidance. He looks great.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
so,
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, so are we gonna blow float toward the
So
Carcosa
you
one?
can
all right.
So I think we jump onto this one,
Yeah.
and then
Blow float.
All right,
you can
the
add a
white
D4 to
I'm
anything.
green.
Let's
Green?
get everyone to roll
Blue.
initiative
Ooh.
now that
You
we're
can-
doing this.
You can add D4 to before or after any roll.
Oh,
To an ability check.
17.
Probably. Oh, I rolled a critical 1
Oh.
on the initiative.
Not
So
ready.
you fall through the ice and die.
Window,
I just dump you off me.
Window, you were 17.
Yes.
And Archmanos, you were 13.
13.
And Dap sucks. And Locron was
14.
14. All right. So yeah, Window, you sort of drag Dap along with you across
Through the
this-
water.
Through the water. And actually,
Drag you under.
as you
hold you under.
as Dap gets pulled through the icy waters, could you make me a Constitution saving throw?
I'm good at these.
You just have to get 10.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
Did it.
So this
Did
co-
it.
icy water, you're used to
It's
it.
soothing, actually, on my wounds.
Yeah, it helps.
Yes, very nice.
Helps a lot. So, Window, you blow float across to that thing, and then are you going to do anything to the snowman, or are you just gonna...
I'll hit that motherfucker with an Eldritch Blast.
Still from range, none of you have gotten next to the snowman yet. It should be noted for the listeners.
Okay. Yes. So I hit that shit with a crackling beam of garbage energy.
Okay, and so you roll your magic attack roll and add 5 to it.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
That ain't garbage. All right?
Sit back down.
Then,
Sit back down.
Get
Except
back in the
you,
icy water.
yeah, you gurgle it from below the water.
do I roll attack or is it just exploded?
Yeah, roll your damage.
Nice.
8.
Ooh.
Do you get,
Plus.
or is it just 8 now?
Nah, just 8.
Yeah. So that snowman is about like half. It's basically just half of the left half of the snowman is gone. So it's only right arm, right lower body. Yeah, orb of snow. Very badly off.
The half spear.
But it stands stalwart with half of a smiling face at you.
Oh!
He's lost his left brain, which means he's only a very creative snowman.
He begins to sing a song. No.
Dances to the
Dance
top
for us,
hat.
snowman, dance.
Actually, music is both brain is an all brain activity, so it really can't.
I learned that
That was
from.
no science.
I learned that from House.
Shout out to House. Loves you, Laurie.
Please sponsor
Lisa
our show.
Edelstein. No, I know your name.
Dr.
I know your
House.
names.
We're going for a series on Fox, guys.
Yeah.
Do they know our names?
Love Fox.
But so now we can move on down to Locron.
Well, my drugs are useless. I mean, my poison is useless because the snowmen don't
Didn't you have
breathe.
like a spear or something?
Why don't you just go up to one of the snowmen and try hugging it to death or some shit?
I'm tempted to just make a bridge of entangling roots and just be like, "Fuck y'all and your snowmen," and just go.
Yeah.
Do it.
Like towards the
See,
snowman
it's
or away from the
20-foot
snowman?
square, which means what 20 feet could cover like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's kind of stuff.
Yes, so then you gotta get to the other side still somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go
Well,
fight
I'm
the
just
snowman.
gonna. I mean,
Don't
which
be
one are we?
bitch.
Which one are we? Which one are we?
Yeah,
How
that's
about you don't
that's
be
the
a
one.
bitch?
You,
Go fight
Maybe
the
I'm on some
snowman.
uppers right now. I'm a little scared.
that's the one you've been
That's
attacking.
what
Take out that
attacking.
Carcosa looking one.
All right. And I can. Do I need to like make athletics to get to this flow, and then like, I would need to like punch it in the face.
This is like your element, though. Snow.
We're fighting nature.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. We're just fighting water. Whatever.
I
mean,
love
I
you,
don't have
Mr.
any-
Snowman.
I'd
I
rather
hate to
just.
have to do
Can we just
this.
kill him from afar? Like, I feel like you don't need me. Because.
So you're saying you're
Always
not
need
in
you.
need of a druid?
Not right now.
Locron, I need you. Who am I gonna hide behind?
I don't know. All right.
The
So
thumbs up under the water.
I make my way over this one.
Scaly.
What do I need to do to get on the
So,
ice flow?
well, so that
Athletics.
one is pretty a short jump. The longer jumps are ones that you'd have to make athletics.
Okay. Can I like?
You have
Ju-
weapons.
I
bro.
know. I do.
Yeah,
I'm about
yeah.
to use them,
Yeah.
man. So I'm about to lead with my new
Bleach bark.
my new bleach bark.
Just hit him with the shield
I'm
and
about
knock him
I was
into the
about to.
water.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Oh.
kind of backhand him. Just
Yeah, yeah. Make a strength check.
Oh, maybe
It-
you will
th-
stab him.
This is gonna be. Okay. Do you want to stab him instead?
I'd rather. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dagger and slash across
Stab
where
him
the
with
snowball
the
meets the other
shield.
snowball. There's head and body.
All his snow intestines fall out. The icicles.
That was terrifying. Okay, so we do that, and an 8.
Yeah. So you miss. You just whiff.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Nothing adverse happens.
Never
Good.
mind that
well,
he's standing
well,
still.
were you throwing your dagger or were you getting?
No,
near
I
it?
like. I'm just
Oh, okay, so you were next. You got onto that ice floe.
did.
Okay, so then the
Now
snowman.
we find out what the snowmen do.
The snowman will attempt.
Yeah, brilliant. Send the healer. He'll go first.
The
You
snow-
have the highest AC, actually.
The snowman will attempt to slam into you, trying to push you off of the iceberg because they are, in fact, sentient snowman. Animated, magically animated, it appears.
I mean, it's sitting close to Windows Home then.
Yeah, but
Maybe you can make friends.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're your mortal enemies.
Just trying.
Snow and trash.
Yeah.
So it misses you with its first slam, but it gets a 20 versus AC on its second.
Why do these get to
Wait,
Yeah,
it's only got half a body. It gets 2 slams.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. The
Just
half a
saying.
body doesn't get 2 slams. I like that.
Ooh.
That was like a weird
Saved
sexual.
you. Saved you.
That's
Probably.
yeah. So that snowman has played its role, and now we
They
come.
appear to be alive.
Archmanos, you've
If
just
you whiff at it, it's like, bruh.
Ah.
All right.
you've seen your so-called friend almost get slammed by a now.
So-called because you called me a friend.
Yeah, did I do that? Okay, well, I first of all look behind me and consider briefly walking the other way, but then I feel so bad because my friend got almost slammed by a snowman.
Were you gonna run away after we're fighting Frosty? Like, this has not been challenging so far.
Hey,
It's
there's
just
no.
a very-
I beg to differ.
Yeah, it's just snowmen hit close to my childhood when,
Yeah.
in the ninth circle of hell, my father and I would melt snowmen together.
Every time someone says it doesn't have a snowball chance in hell, a snowball appears in hell, and you guys are like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Get it!
It's like, Papa, another one. Except
That
for,
was your job.
yeah, except for instead of snowmen, there were people. Anyways, so now I'm very traumatic talking about my childhood, so I must fight the snowman.
It's too bad you're not also a
We
barbarian.
all have
Yeah.
really shitty childhoods.
Well, Windows just got bored.
I mean, besides him.
This has been his childhood.
I'll
It's all
put it this
new.
way: 100% of the childhoods that were had were shitty.
Yeah, so I hop over onto
Yep.
the ice floor to join my compatriots.
Okay.
And I use my thaumaturgy to light another arrow on fire.
Ooh.
Well, there is a minimum range for that. It is
Well,
you
10
can't-
feet.
Shooting point blank.
Oh,
You
10
take a
feet.
minus.
Well,
I think
No,
he's
no.
yapped onto me.
He's
and-
not-
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you didn't know you were.
Yeah,
right.
no, I leave you alone with this
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no, yeah.
And we are friends, but not that close. Not that close.
he's
that
not
far.
rushing
You're-
immediately to your aid. It just
And yet, behold, still behind me.
Yeah, so where's du his sharp. So then I shoot
He's
at
got
the
my back.
snowman. Oh, 16 plus 4, 20.
yeah, no, you pierce that
I pierce
snowman.
the shit out of that
And now please roll some
Chris
of
Evans
that
would be proud.
damage.
No.
Snow piercer.
Oh.
1, but plus something for fire damage.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
plus 2, so 3.
But maybe it's super effective like Pokemon.
yeah, you pierce through that snowman right through its brain, which doesn't
right
exist.
Half. It's the right half.
Yeah, and it crumples
All of my poetry.
onto.
Snow-etry.
Snow.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's all right. It's all right.
The modest folk here.
No! Eventually, Window can say snow. No,
We stay here long enough.
not actually. So yeah, that snowman is no more.
This one?
Yeah.
Snow.
All right.
Yay.
And Archmanos.
You're welcome, Locron. Remember that you owe me.
Your life.
I'll give you a tattoo later.
And Dap,
No.
you climb out of the water directly behind Archmanos, having seen, sort of almost seen a snowman get decapitated.
Whoever you are, you're one hell of a coward. All right. And then I jump to the next one.
He hasn't
and
seen a movie yet.
Axe.
Does
Double
he have
axe.
action?
You axe this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll
You can
say.
jump pretty good.
I
give
can jump.
Yeah.
You can hop, skip.
Give me,
Boop.
give me an athletics check.
From not a running start, I can jump 8.5 feet.
So hop, skip,
Okay.
you should, because this is a tiny one.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
skip
get to
your
the tiny one easily, but make me an
Oh, well, the
athletics.
tiny one sinks.
Well,
It's
I'll
a-
agree it'd be great if you found that.
Do nothing.
3!
Plus.
Oh, you know,
Plus-
I'm not making it.
Athletics.
Athletics. So that is a plus a 5.
That's-
So that
Oh.
is a
Yeah,
8.
so you get onto it, and I'll say you can climb up, but you do dip into the water again, so make another Constitution saving throw.
That isn't high, but I, That is a 10. That is exactly 10.
Yes, exactly. So you don't take any damage from the water again. You're getting colder
My
for sure.
sphincter's real tight.
Cloaca?
You couldn't put my
God damn it.
My,
The
all
size
my,
of a grape.
my cloaca's even farther inside me than it usually
Can we
is.
spell this for listeners so they can actually look it up? Just think me as disgusted as we all are.
I don't know how to spell cloaca.
If you don't know how to spell cloaca, you shouldn't know what a cloaca is. I'm pretty sure.
Good. Keeping it, that's like the
age.
Yeah,
The age.
we're keeping it PG-ish.
All right.
If our
All
listeners
right.
looked up what a cloaca was, they wouldn't be our listeners anymore.
Yeah.
So,
It's a gross
Goodbye, all of
bird vagina penis. All right. So that is a 12 versus his AC.
That is not good enough.
All right. So that was blah. Now there's odd. And that is a 17 versus AC.
Yes, you handily with your hand axe. hit it.
Handily hand-axed. And that is a total of 6 slashing damage.
All right. So you deliver a good wound to this snowman.
Thump.
Thump.
Right down
and
the middle of his balls.
Now it is Window's turn. We're back at the top.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Is this one now?
Damn.
It's
seeing?
slightly hurt.
He's
yeah.
not hurt. Okay. So I'm gonna blow float across to this guy.
so cool you can
And-
just blow float.
Yeah,
Is it-
and
Yeah. Well,
can I smack him upside the head with an iron pot?
yeah. Please.
Like blow
You're
the iron pot
Peach
into him?
from Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, right.
Aren't
I was
you?
about to
You just
say
pull
that.
out a random golf club, tennis
This is the
racket.
most satisfying.
But as I'm
thing
doing
you
it,
can
I'm
do.
like, no!
Yeah.
Because I'm confused about whether or not I should hate these things. Oh, 1 though.
You're
Because my
smack-
emotion
smack him
doesn't.
right in
My
the
emotion affects me so much that the pot does.
You're
Smack
you
dab.
blow the pot around you and it actually catches the wind wrong and blows back into you and you fall into the water.
Straight into my bags.
So make a Constitution saving throw. I'll say that you can.
That's this one.
Yeah.
float on it, but
14.
Yeah. You're golden.
you have it into your
If
con.
your trash
He's got
freezes.
+1, so yeah, you're
Yep, I
golden.
get some slightly frozen bits of trash.
But then you climb back out onto the
You
ice
blow,
floe.
roll out. It's kind of
It looks gross.
There's a lot of
just,
bloops.
just
You
gross,
just
cold,
gust
wet.
up. There's like
trash.
small
Yeah.
anchovies in your.
I picked them out.
I spin dry my tri-corner hat because it got really wet. So. Yeah.
Also, I liked your whistling because I do like to imagine that Window whistles every now and then.
Yeah, I'll do some whistling.
Yeah.
For a
So
murder.
Everybody be quiet. This is murder whistle.
He never leaves any fingerprints.
so now this snowman
Messy, though.
faced with 2 assailants will attempt to slam into each one of you.
Twice each.
No, just once each. They got multi-attack, bro.
He's got both sides of his body.
So Window, that was a 7 against AC, and Dap, that was a crit fail. This snowman falls into the water.
He just swings and he spins on his little snow
Me and
top.
Window do our best to look like that was entirely our doing.
I'm Window.
Yes, we are. We're
Here's
both
your hat.
Window.
Here's your hat. You
No!
Oh, fair. I'm the win in Window.
Oh.
Also fair. Also fair.
But
We'll work
Window,
on it. We'll workshop it later.
Window, the snowman maintains eye contact with you as it falls down below the waves.
Wherever his eyes are,
yeah,
as equally
I shiver,
nebulous as where
I shiver
sound
blow
comes
a little
from.
bit about it. I'm a little
you
shiver blow.
shiver blow.
Yeah.
Okay. And now
I doff my tri-corner.
we're back to Locron
A salute to you, sir.
after seeing your friends presumably take down another snowman. Allegedly, they took it down.
Yeah, I let out a cheer of Locron, and it's like good job. And I make my way to the next ice flow, which probably requires some
Yeah,
sort of
an athletics check.
which is not my strong suit.
Isn't he like Snow Jesus? Can he like
Yeah, can I like?
freeze the water as
If
you
you want
want?
to try to make like a nature,
Could I?
check,
You know how I go with snow? Like I just am jostled by snowballs. Could
Yeah.
I get like jostle thrown? like
Whoa!
yeah, like kind of just tosses me like a sack of potatoes on the next ice flow.
I'll give you an advantage on your athletic checks to
Yes.
jump.
Yes.
On snow.
What if
Yeah.
you just snort a bunch of clover? You should get like a Popeye bonus for being high or some shit.
Shit.
I'm already giving you advantage
no, that's right, yeah.
for the snow.
Yeah.
Let's.
Oh well, I mean, shit. So is it still athletics that you want me to roll
Yeah.
with advantage? Okay, so 15.
15, yeah, you're golden. Your snow helps you because goddamn, why not?
And is that my turn? Or can I
you make it
another jump
safely.
here?
Yeah, you can try to jump to not
That's
all the
quite-
way to that one because that's so. This
this
was
one?
about say 15 feet. So
This
this
is-
one would be 20, 30
Yeah,
feet.
no, I'm not.
You could
try and do-
potentially jump to that
I
one.
just-
Just use your shield as like a paddle.
I'm not using my
Paddle
air
forward.
dabs on that one, so I'll make way with this one. So another athletics.
Yes,
Can I-
please.
Can I snow throw?
Yeah, you can snow throw.
Well, I don't
also-
land graceful. I want you to know that. I kind of go boom,
Bah!
and I take damage because it's like kind of soft and snowy, so it's like a yeah. God damn it. 4.
Yeah, so you don't make it. You are
Your head
instead
makes it. The rest of you doesn't.
in the water. Yeah, I'm gonna
Can I
say.
use my shield as a flotation device?
I'm gonna say you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from hitting your head on the ice floe,
Yeah.
and then make me a DC a con saving throw from the cold water to
Also
see if
not
you
very
take cold damage.
constitutional. That is a 16.
Yeah, so you're hanging out in the water, but your head kind of hurts, but you're not frozen or anything.
Yeah, and I get a weird flashback to my childhood, and be like, clovers are great. Oh shit. Oh.
That was your childhood.
Well, I mean, maybe being struck in the head and
I
going
mean,
and getting
there's
dunked in
gotta
cold
be
water.
something
Yeah.
behind the
Plus
fetish.
clovers.
There's got to be something behind that fetish.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
I'm not gonna say I haven't been sober in forever, but you know, a lot of clover drugs, maybe.
You haven't.
But I haven't.
Why be sober?
Well,
Be clever.
well played. There could have been a secret snowman that you just avoided. There wasn't, but
Alright,
there
is it
could
my
have
turn?
been.
Yeah,
It's my
it's
turn?
Archmanos' turn.
All right, I'm gonna jump on the island with the most bodies.
All right, yeah.
It
So
sinks. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a little bit rocky.
and
make
and I use my thaumaturgy to, as I normally heat my. Do I have feet or hooves?
you have feet.
Are
I
they
don't want
cloven?
hooves. Okay, we'll work on that.
You have like.
Cloven feet.
I imagine that your toenails are like a little bit pointier
Oh,
than
true,
normal human
true.
toenails.
Nice.
So, and I got some slick black boots on too, with toenails sticking out. But it
Ugh.
looks cool.
That's
No,
crazy.
No, it doesn't.
All right, toenails aren't sticking out. We bring them back in. And
You're
so I'm
retractable
I'm
toenails.
They're like
skating.
Heelys, but
Yeah,
with toenails.
But I'm
Wolverine,
skating.
but,
I'm
you know.
skating on the heated ice, and so I get a running start, and I leap.
Can
Yeah.
I act as a ramp for him, a dragon ramp?
Catch me! It's like,
It's like
ice
ice
skating.
skating.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, I don't know what I'm rolling for. Fuck.
Yeah. So
Roll a 2.
you
Plus-
also
plus-
find
yeah.
yourself.
What would I do? I get any?
In
I'm just not.
make a Constitution saving throw to see if you.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
I geyser out of.
I do feel better.
You skip across the
Yes.
water like a stone and land face down on the ice floe, but you're fine.
That was fucking amazing.
Stuck the landing. Good man.
No, out of this stop the lander.
Thanks for trying to catch me, dog.
And so yeah, you can. No, never mind. You can't try to move again because you.
No,
fucked
I'm
up.
just gonna lay there
Dab,
and play it off.
Dab, what are you gonna do? You could try to throw him. This-
Ah, yeah, that was well done, but see how you handle one of these.
Where are you throwing him?
I'm
to?
in a
snowman.
snowman. I'm a snowman.
2 daggers out.
No, this is a bad idea.
All right.
Yeah, make a strength, or I'd give you PETA athletics, like PETA from.
Throw hucking bags of flour. All right. Well, you're not going far, but
Into the water.
that's
Into the
10.
water.
A 10. I'll say he gets to the other shore, but that snowman was well prepared for action.
Catches him,
So
absorbs him into his snow.
Snow hug.
he's excited
snug.
to attack him. First window goes though.
All right. Can I move after?
Oh yeah, you can move. Yeah.
All right. I would like to
Yeah,
jump.
come join me. The water's
yeah.
fine.
I'll jump and join. I'll jump after him.
Okay, yeah,
It was one motion that I was throwing him, and then just
You like spawn and just leap.
Make an athletics check.
God. It's also a 5, so that's a 10 total.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a short jump on that one. So yeah, you join your compatriot. I imagine Archminos is still face down
Face
in
down.
the snow.
And once again, I yell, "Nailed it!"
And window, you saw your friends jump across or be thrown across, and you saw your one Locron friend drown almost.
All right, so I guess I'll try and take out the remaining snowman with another Eldritch Blast. Well-aimed Eldritch Blast.
Garbage energy.
Between you two dudes.
He needs a
I
D20,
need
somebody.
this. Yeah. Ooh.
Plus 5.
I will tell
21.
you that hits.
19.
Even without the
21.
addition, you hit
Handily.
the snowman handily.
Alright, so I need one of them D10.
That's a ton of damage.
Oh no.
You just
2?
get plus though.
Yeah.
I just
It's
take
also
off. I just
one
take
die.
off his little carrot nose.
Yeah, he looks stupid now. Just a ridiculous snowman.
You look so stupid, Snowman.
And at that insult, the snowman will try to
shit.
jump on top, essentially curb stomp, but with just balls of snow.
Wow, that's
What
really
balls?
just disrespect in
Yo,
one
man,
gesture.
I don't want to
pretty
call
cold.
them balls though.
They are
Like, what do you?
Spheres?
His lower body, which is a giant,
Snowball fight.
and he'll try to jump on your head, Archminos, twice. That's a 19 versus
Okay.
AC, and that's an
How
11.
can he jump twice? That
He is double attack.
also, if I take
If
damage,
one ball falls on your
Yeah,
head,
one
Ball
He
fall
takes-
into the balls.
he takes damage from my horns, piercing his
Oh.
body.
Ooh, interesting.
Because today they are very sharp. It's like a faux hawk of horns.
Or he might break them off, you know. But so
No.
the first one hit.
No.
11. Does 11 hit your AC?
I have an AC of 13,
It does not. Okay, so then I just need. Sorry,
but the second one hits.
they've
right?
never. The first one hit, yeah.
Or the first one hit, yeah,
I
that's
just
it.
need to. Oh shit! You take four bludgeoning damage from that snowman, and then that snowman will look kind of nervously at Dap, as on the same thing. But then
As much as Cole for eyes can look nervous.
It's Locron struggling in the water. Make me one more Constitution saving throw as you try to pull yourself up onto the
10.
10? Yeah, that's what you need. You pull yourself up onto that ice floe, and then what are you gonna do, Locron? Mister.
I'm gonna jump over here.
Yeah. You're gonna jump?
You
Yeah.
are a dude.
I can't make that jump. I have no range unless I want to use
You have an
one of my
entangled
2
bridge.
spells.
Yeah.
And then I have one spell with which to heal you guys, which was a problem last time, by the way.
So you could just heal us now.
Nah.
Yeah, but you're the one who got hurt. You're the rogue. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the view from back here. I see why you stand behind people all the time. It's lots to
Yeah, you calling someone out
Yeah.
for being a coward, not exactly.
Yeah, but I saved his life with flaming arrow.
I can't
mean-
hear you. You're pulling into a bunch of snow that's skewered
And,
on your
as-
horn.
That's
you're-
true. It's okay.
As
That-
you're debating
it's okay.
your actions, you hear from the forest what sounds to be laughter almost, but not like regular laughter. It sounds like weird growling laughter. But then you hear what ho!
A fellow adventurer.
And you don't see anything yet, but it sounds like something's coming out of the forest.
Can I do a
There's probably
perception check
some
real quick?
douchey
Yeah,
child
if you want to do a
wizard
perception check.
Created these snowmen.
10.
10. You heard what ho!
All right. Well,
Well,
I'm just gonna jump over here.
Yeah, to the far bank.
Yeah.
All right, make me another athletics check.
Can I snow throw?
I'll let you snow throw
Yay.
one last time.
Ooh, daddy.
no.
Okay.
The other one was a crit fail, so
Yeah, make a Constitution
Constitution.
saving throw.
10.
God, you get 10.
Living
like-
on the edge.
Gentleman's
Literally.
10.
Yeah.
All the
Again,
icy edges.
you pull yourself up onto the bank.
Yeah.
And
and
you-
then I hear a voice in my
I
head.
unfortunately
Are you
thought of
ready
Bon
to
Jovi
accept
as
this
well.
clover?
No shout outs to Bon Jovi.
None.
I missed that Bon Jovi reference, but we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
What did you say? You hear a voice in your head?
And it says, "Are you ready to accept this clover?" And then I get back on the shore.
That's
Again, dunking in cold water does things for whatever reason.
That's weird.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's jarring.
uh,
I got waterboarded a lot as a
Think of
child.
how I feel.
Wow. So glad your hallucinations are only.
But,
You yell, "I love clover so much!"
as you make it to the far bank, you sort of break the tree line, and you do feel, like I said, this is clearly a very well living forest, and it feels warm when you make there. You're obviously not in the Arctic tundra anymore. You're in this strange forest. You get the sense it must be magically kept because it would.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Not cold.
I use my druid powers to go magic,
Yeah.
magic.
But as you reach the far shore, coming out of the trees, it appears to be a rider on top of some sort of large furry animal. It looks maybe like a hyena.
Oh.
You've seen them. They're snow hyenas, etc., etc. Some sort of
The white.
cold adjective
Hyenas.
and then an animal name. Snow hyena.
Chili hyenas.
Frostiness.
No, I used frost too much already. We're gonna.
Chilinas.
Ice cheetahs.
Ice cheetahs.
It's a hyena, not a cheetah.
But that's cooler.
Wait, we're calling it that from now
They're called
on.
ice cheetahs, but it's a hyena. It's a
very
whole
confusing.
thing.
All right.
But riding on top of it is like a figure wearing a fur robe. It appears to be an elderly woman, and she says, "What ho! Why have you come here?"
It looked green.
Bad answer.
Oh.
And she sort of bypasses you.
And you die.
And she says, Stop fighting my snowman friends!
Oh, shit.
And the cheetah, or God, not a cheetah.
The ice cheetah.
Ice cheetah.
The hyena.
Nice cheetah.
You notice the hyena starts running for the open water,
Oh,
and
shit.
as it places its paw on the water freezes underneath it, and it begins running along
Jesus, cheetah.
an ice bridge.
Gonna need to get one of those for Jake.
Yeah, and she sort of circles around the long side of you all and raises up her wand and gestures menacingly at the four of you.
We seek the wizard Callahan.
What do you know of Callahan?
Yeah,
Very
like
little.
nothing. That's why we
Almost
want to
nothing.
meet them.
We
Well,
bring tidings of Zalt.
I'm Window.
I am Callahan. I appreciate your forwardness, trash bags.
Yes.
You're very straight to the point.
Yes.
Why have you come to see? I am but an old woman now.
Yes, but still, as attractive as the day you slew dragons, probably. I don't know.
Don't try to
Yeah,
flirt with me.
It's a good idea. I'm very bad at it. Anyway, we're hunting
Yeah.
a dragon.
We come bearing news of a dragon. We are hunting it now. Apparently,
Yes.
and we were told by the librarian that the
Barry.
keeper of the files, Perry, rather
Perry.
unfortunately named Perry, that you would know more and want to tell us. The mayor says hi.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Because I make a persuasion roll.
also Window gets to make a persuasion roll
Yeah.
too.
Window, I hope you're good.
Oh,
We both rolled
also
10, but I
10.
have +5, so I have 15.
Somewhere along this road, there's I guess there's 13.
13. All right. So she sort of eyes you.
Oh yes.
Ah, I see what you mean. And she says, "Follow me." And Poopsie here will take us all back to the house.
Poopsie.
Oopsie.
Come along, Poopsie. And she sort of kicks the hyena, and it laughs, and it goes, ha ha ha.
Can you like form some sort of ice? I have a thing to ride too. Say hi, Jake. Hello, Jake. It's on the opposite bank.
Briar picks up Jake's paw and waves it at you guys.
That's Jake. Could you like ice bridge him
And
across?
she sort of waves her wand, and the ice flows realign into a bridge that can be easily crossed. The one that had
Impressive.
sunk comes back up out of the water.
Is the snowman still on it?
No, the snowman's dead.
That sinks away.
Good.
it's at the bottom of the ocean writing poetry.
I recover.
Snow-etry.
So,
Snow-etry.
excuse
I
me.
recover my big ballista bolt that sunk the snow flow.
Pull it out.
Hopefully she misses the vest and the whole, bird death.
Don't
Say, what's that feather in your tooth?
Don't worry about it.
Well, sorry, who are you all?
My name is Dapperton von Scalyskin of the von Scalyskin clan.
Don't try to flirt with me, young man.
I wouldn't dream of it, miss. I would, however, like to impress upon you how honorable I am. I've made a blood oath just now. That hurts. And I am going to slay the red dragon in the name of the Scaly Skin Greens. Go Greens!
That's your clan motto.
Go
No,
Greens!
it's like his
Oh my
his
God.
dragon school rallying cry.
Yeah.
Go Greens!
Yeah. So.
Wait, you gotta introduce you. We all gotta introduce
Oh, I
ourselves.
mean it's happening. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
go-
then, let's go back to my compound. Poopsie will lead the way, as I said
Okay.
earlier.
And to impress her with, because she clearly has power over snow, I I'm jostled. I'm snow jostled. But I show her superior looks when I can. When my face actually rotates around, and be like, I can also snow shape. A little bit.
You appear to really like snow.
Mm.
I prefer the warmer climates myself, you see.
Oh, that's right. I probably don't do snow great. It probably slush jostles me more than
Oh,
anything. I just get wet.
I grab onto the snow cheetah / hyena's tail and just skate behind it.
Well, there's no skate. We're on green things now.
Isn't there
This
snow
is
on the
all.
ground?
We're in the trees.
No,
all
now
green
once you
now.
get to the forest, it's all just you're
Okay,
like
then I
in a-
trip and land on my face again. And I get up, brush myself.
As I ride past, I pick up and put Armanos back
This
on his
didn't
feet.
end well last time you picked me up, Dad.
Don't worry.
And Callahan sort of leads you through this lush forest. There are lots of birds around, all wearing these little vests.
Ooh! I surreptitiously buckle my saddlebag and I go like I do the Ixnay symbol to Briar.
Briar.
There's a plate ready. He's like, you want?
I eat the plate as well.
Eat it all now.
And
Consume the
so
evidence.
she says, "Yes, I can see you appreciating my birds. You know, they're not meant for this climate, so I've provided them with some magical vests to keep them warm."
What benefits would these vests
Window, you
convey?
Are they in your
pretty
trash
warm
bags right
over
now?
there.
No!
He's like trying to keep all of them stuffed in one of his trash bags, like without them fluttering out.
Oh, I see you found some of the vests. That's
No!
very okay.
Yes, I'm sorry to inform you that a cruel beast killed a few of your birds.
Oh,
Yes, we killed it. And that's why I'm so sated and not hungry, is because we devoured the beast.
Too far.
that's a very detailed explanation. Don't try to flirt with me, young man. I'm taken. My husband Merritt will be home any minute, you know.
Can I search the greenery for some magically imbibed clovers that are maybe in the
Sure.
underbrush?
Don't you just have an endless supply?
No. Also,
No.
I mean, no. That's a 9.
Yeah, you don't find
I
any
find shit.
clovers.
That's fair.
You get the sense that this is sort of making the landscape similar to like the Elven nation. I did forget to mention Callahan is clearly an elf.
That explains.
Remind me, were the Dragonborn and the elves at war yet in this world?
Not in this. Not yet. So
Okay.
this campaign, we're gonna say, takes place like several hundred years before.
Oh, so they're okay. I didn't know there was a time difference.
Yeah, it's a time before the campaign we had played previously that we did not record.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It was really good. You
It
guys
was
missed
so
it.
great.
you missed it.
Damn it.
Sucks to suck.
Calling me out. That's fine.
But so anyway, she leads you in the forest. Part of the reason you weren't able to find these clovers is it appears very overgrown. Like, it's sort of been left to its own devices for a very long time. It seems
Unkempt.
Yes, unkempt. And as you make your way, you find sort of a wooden compound. It's a very large manor that Callahan clearly lives in. She leads you inside, and it's sort of similar to the forest. It's very unkempt. There's yarn strewn about, books, magical tomes
Does she
and
have
things.
cats? I picture her having cats.
She's got a hyena.
Yeah, okay.
And
dog, but-
as she enters in, she goes, "Petey, I'm home!" And a parrot, a bright green and red parrot, sort of flies out of one room and perches on
She's a
top of her
pirate elf.
shoulder. She says, "How are you doing, Petey?" He goes, "What do you think,
Sarcastic parrot.
"Oh yes,
Good thing
Petey.
to have around.
My kind of parrot.
You know, Petey, I think he gets it from my husband. He's really quite the jokey sort. I was never much for jokes."
I'm waiting for her husband to actually be like a skeleton she has hanging up somewhere because she's crazy as shit.
Ma'am, could you tell us a little bit more about your husband?
"Oh, yes."
By the way, I didn't introduce
Yes,
myself.
I was going to say.
My name is Arky. And
Hello, Arky.
He's a tiefling from the Elvish continent. Isn't that right?
Yeah, the southern part.
Oh, I'm from the
Hospitality.
southern part.
You meant
Oh.
the northern, actually.
The northern side, the south,
Northeastern.
north
The
southern.
middle.
Yes.
North of the
Yeah,
south.
yes.
Yeah,
Wow, that's very confusing.
yeah, I get lost all the time. But tell us more about your husband.
Oh, Marit, he's He's my flower. He's the light of my life, you know.
Oh!
Windows is sentimental type.
Yes, I can tell that. Some very sentimental-looking trash.
I'm Window.
There's a greeting card poking out.
Wish you were here.
If she opens, it just says, "Oh."
And so she shows you in through a hallway and through what looks to be a very large sort of greenhouse almost that takes up like the central part of the thing. There's hundreds of flowers. So you can see here, I've created a map. I'll put it up on the show notes for everyone, for the listeners. So you enter in here, there's some flowers, you go through here, this is
Looks
the
like
big...
chest hair.
It looks like a pizza.
Surrounded by pubes.
Pubes that are in fact flowers and everything.
David.
Shut up. So there's all of these flowers, and she goes, "Oh, you know, I don't have a very green thumb myself, but Merritt, he's a botanist, you know."
They
don't
have
know.
those? Yes. Well,
I'm a bit of a botanist myself.
I have a green thumb, literally.
And then she leads you into. Sorry about not recognizing your joke.
There wasn't really much of one, so go ahead.
But she leads you into a lounge with a roaring fireplace in it, and there's a bed for Poopsie to sit in, and there's some bottles of wine and everything. And she sits down in one of two large armchairs and sort of pulls out knitting wands and begins knitting away.
But like
Short time.
feet away from the actual
Yeah.
cloth. It's not actually in the...
Exactly. The yarn just sort of magically wraps itself into a bird vest over and over again. Hundreds of bird
I say
vests.
this seems like a good idea for
wait.
an introduction. Or if
Before
not,
you
because
say
clearly...
anything, son,
Yeah,
I
I'll bet.
gotta ask Callahan a question. I have here 3 little frost bats, and they are in desperate need of clothing because they are always cold. So I was wondering, could you knit
nice.
them little bat bird vests?
Oh, Batbird vest.
Well, I can tell you really. See, I'm a bit of an ornithologist myself. I love birds. I don't know much about bats, but here are some bird vests to put on the bats.
I think that might work. I think they're mammals, but whatever. And I kind of like put the little wings through little vest holes, and they kind of flap and they chitter like. And I'm like, yeah, they like them.
All right.
So, I'm sorry, why did you say you were here? My memory's going
Blood
a bit.
Oath, Dragon,
A dragon?
Zalt.
Zalt.
Oh, Zalt.
Or Mighty.
I remember the name Zalt. Let me consult my diary. I need to...
Is your diary also fire? I don't know what you people do here.
She goes, oh, my diary is private business.
Ooh.
I don't...
Dear
Don't flirt with her.
diary.
Quit flirting with her.
And
Try not to. It's just my raw sexuality.
So she leaves the room
That third
momentarily.
gender. It's hard to bring it back.
That dragon in heat got Dap all like
Yeah, right.
She
the
lea-
hormones.
Gross. So she leaves the room momentarily. You're sort of left in this lounge, the study, if you will, with the fire and the hyena and the parrot. Who's just sort of,
What do you know, Parrot?
what do you know?
Oh, good question. I know how to eat a parrot if he doesn't tell me my question.
I blow flood up to the parrot too. I'm Window.
What?
Yes.
What?
No.
What?
Whoa.
Some shit just went down there.
Window, what did it say?
What? Was that a question?
No.
What?
Yes.
And
Great.
after that thrilling dialogue, Callahan comes back in. Everyone make a wisdom check.
This should go well.
Or insight.
Or-
Add your
Wisdom.
insight bonus to it.
Oh, 6.
16.
Still 20.
Wait, wisdom or insight?
Insight will
Well,
have
which
your
is, I
wisdom
mean-
in it.
Oh, 9.
9?
Not good.
So, Window and Locron get the sense that Callahan looks a little bit more worried than she was before, like a little bit shaken up, maybe.
I get that sense from the bird. The bird told me that.
Is that one of the things? There are many things.
That's what made me go.
She's
Whoa.
anxious. She's anxious.
And so she comes in and she goes, oh, yes, Zalt. Yes,
Zalt.
I killed him many years ago, about
Nope.
50 years
You
ago.
didn't do a good job, no offense.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't prefer your tone, young man.
How
Quit
did
flirting with
you
her.
kill him?
I killed him with a spell. I am a wizard, you know. But
no!
she makes some illusions. Zap, zap, zap. Pow, pow, pow.
Yes, but did you like spell explode him into bits or spell his head off? Or?
I froze him, and I used some lightning against him, if I remember correctly.
Oh yes, that seems
Nice
like
touch.
it's very
It's a
thorough.
nice touch.
He
Freezing a red dragon.
very clearly dead. I know for a fact.
Well, what would you do if he was back alive? Would you want to
Yes!
kill him again?
Would
maybe
you wanna
kill
pay
him
us
with
to ki-
us?
yeah, pay us to kill
maybe,
him?
yeah, split the loot with us.
How big was he?
I think maybe I'm tired, and I would like all of you to please leave. As I said, my husband will be home soon, and I don't think he would take very kindly to strangers asking questions. So get out. Poopsie, show them out.
Are you covering up the fact that you married your former enemy? Is your husband a dragon or not, madam?
And the parrot goes, "What? Are you a dragon? What?"
Yes, clearly.
And she fires a firebolt at you and tells you
whoa.
to get out.
Actually hit me
Like
or like
next
at my
to you.
feet?
Like
Oh,
next
okay.
to
It's
you.
a warning
Guys,
We will leave, but
And we-
only. What would you gonna say? I didn't have anything.
I
for
was
that.
gonna try not to get hit by a lightning bolt. I was gonna say let's leave the room, but she's got a big house. We could kind of sneak around a little bit.
I don't do that.
That
That's so
sounds-
good.
I'm Window.
Okay, window's down with it. So let's get Dap out of there. So
All
we're
right.
We're gonna leave.
I'm going to leave loudly. I'm gonna cover up any other sounds with the sound of my
And
loud
as
leaving.
We leave, like you see this back, I pull up the back of his shirt and I just go, dude, circle. And I just kind of backpedal out real stealth, just
And Callahan sees your dope moves and assumes you all have left her house. And on that note, we will end for the week.
Bye. Y'all come back now, you hear? Hey, DM, how much experience do we get for beating those 3 vicious, immobile snowmen?
and just harping our hearts out.
Oh,
just,
yeah,
you know,
you-
And
being
we
all
were
out
very
there.
much characters.
I was high for all
Yeah,
of it.
leave it all on the ice, boys. Leave it all on the ice.
Do you wanna make a snowman?
Would you like to kill a snowman?
Each of you gets 150 XP.
Then we do.
Each get 150 XP.
Are you at above 300?
350.
Yes,
Ooh,
we
and you're
level
all-
up
Level
to
2.
level 2.
To try to infiltrate. Well, I guess you already infiltrated her compound. To try to.
I
we
infiltrated loudly to cover their infiltration.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe at level 2 you're super stealthy.
I get to pick an animal I can turn into.
Oh.
Wait, at level 2, can I be 3 different bags?
Yeah. We'll.
We'll already?
Try bag.
We'll talk
Okay.
about
But like-
that. On,
But like they each have like 3 health.
There's got to be
Okay.
like a drawback to that.
Yeah, I don't know what I
You gotta-
get, but hopefully it's cool.
Well, all of you get more health, so that's exciting.
They'll be
Yeah,
like, they'll
that'll
be
be
like flock
good.
tactics.
I think I get to be angrier once
Just-
more a day.
Which is extremely
You have a
helpful.
little more emotional capacity.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of complexity
Cool.
built
All right,
into
so
that.
next time we'll talk more about how that works.
Yeah,
right?
being
'Cause
level
I don't
2.
even know. I've never leveled up before. It's my first time.
It's your first time.
We broke your level, Hyman.
No. And on that note,
In the words of
Even buy me dinner first.
in the words of Locron, we took your clovinity.
No.